I'd be in my office looking after a patient, doing some charting, and I would hear the chopper. And I'd be down and outside my building before I even realized that, Leanne, you're in Peterborough now.
She came out of the womb as a military person. Yeah. Everything was all regimented and ordered.
A week's clothing set out for school. It was set out by her, and that's what she wore. Never get up in the morning and go, well, I'm not going to wear that. That is what she wore.
I joined the Canadian Armed Forces and remained in for 22 years, which was absolutely outstanding, and I would not change it for anything. The very first deployment I went on was the former Yugoslavia, and I was doing air med evacuations out of Sarajevo into Ancona, Italy. So I was an air med evacuation nurse at the time.
When she went to Afghanistan and she was leaving out of Trenton, and everybody of our family and cousins went to Trenton to see her go, and my mom is standing at this fence hanging on, and she's 80 years old, seeing her daughter going to a war. And we're going to leave here, and then we're all going to get together and have a dinner. Like, it just didn't compute.
One particular case, flying out of Sarajevo, and as you know, the rocket-propelled grenades are flying, and lots of fires, lots of burns. And have you ever smelt a burning skin? It's a disgusting, disgusting smell, and like God, humans can be awful to each other. I'm wearing a blue beret for United Nations. I'm peacekeeping, and these traumatic injuries are taking place. Just so inhumane for me. I will never understand war. I will never understand why the human race cannot get along and we all make differences for each other. I don't think I will ever get over that.
All those things that you saw, that you were witness to throughout the military, you had to deal with it. She knew she could get herself out of it, and she knew she could count on us, and she's not going to give up. That's one thing about Leanne.
No.
She will never, ever give up. It was just really good. It was just really good to have her home and to have her here in Peterborough, across the road.
I'd have flashbacks and nightmares, and I'd be jumping out of bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, looking around this house, looking out the window, looking to my side, and to tell you the truth, I didn't even know what I was looking for. And then I'd eventually head back to my bedroom, but I would not sleep the rest of the night. I've got to be able to quiet my mind from time to time. I can just take all of those military images, all of those struggles from those tours, and I can wash them away by going for a run, going for a 10K hike, getting downstairs on my spinning bike, getting on my elliptical. It's the number one stress reliever for me, and it's an important element in my day every single day. It's extremely difficult. It's extremely difficult at the beginning. You need to be open. You need to be open to your loved ones. You need to be open to family members and friends who knew you as before, know you now, but know that something's different. Sometimes when you tell the story, then you just put it on their shoulders and they carry it for a while and you can walk a little bit lighter. I am so fortunate to have the sisters, brothers, and mum that I have. They have endorsed and engaged and supported my military career from day number one.
She has so many accolades. Like, I don't even know them all. Mm-hmm. There are so many. But when you go there and they introduce her and there's this and this and Leanne has done this and this and this and this and then, and all their generals and colonel and majors and captains and sergeants and everything are all there, and they just look at her like, and it was so heartwarming for us to know that she was as appreciated in the military as she is in her own family.